Thank you, Wendell. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's regional news. We begin with the news out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Health officials in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are currently exploring the option of fitting electronic bracelets on people who will be placed in quarantine due to COVID-19. This was revealed by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who was speaking on the state-owned NBC radio on the weekend. Last week, the Ministry of Health spent several days with help from police and the public in trying to track down a visitor from the United Kingdom who allegedly breached his quarantine. The Prime Minister said that electronic tracking has been done in some places, but had not been as effective as it should be. Gonsalves made the comments as health officials rolled out a revised protocol requiring travelers from high-risk countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, and some Caribbean nations, to quarantine in a hotel for 10 days. We continue. Master Group has pledged to assist entrepreneurial venture Notch throughout the Caribbean with $1 million in funding. In a statement, the company said the venture will assist regional entrepreneurs. The announcement came from Master Group's president and chief executive officer, Gervas Warner. The project is being championed by Master Group Senior Vice President People and Innovation, Julie Ave, and her co-founder, fashion designer, and serial entrepreneur, Anya Ayong Chi, who recognized the need for special attention to be paid to the region's entrepreneurs. The Master Group said it recognizes the importance of entrepreneurial activity to create employment and opportunities for individuals to generate income for themselves, while at the same time fulfilling their purpose and creative inclinations. In Antigua, an earthquake with a magnitude of 5.0 was recorded off the coast of Antigua and Barbuda on Monday morning. According to the Seismic Research Center at the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus, the quake was located at latitude 18.56 north, longitude 60.76 west, and had a depth of 10 kilometers. The tremor was also felt in sections of St. Kitts, Nevis, and Guadeloupe. There have been no reports of damages or injuries. And now for some news from the World Health Organization. The head of the World Health Organization says it's important to step up genomic sequencing worldwide to ensure that new variants of the coronavirus are detected as the pandemic enters its second year. New variants detected in Britain and South Africa that appear to be more infectious have caused concern and triggered new travel restrictions this month. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said at an online news conference Monday from Geneva that, I quote, "there will be setbacks and new challenges in the year ahead." End of quote. He said that the World Health Organization is working closely with scientists across the world to, I quote, "better understand any and all changes to the virus," end of quote, and their impact. He said that, and I quote, "only if countries are looking and testing effectively will you be able to pick up variants and adjust strategies to cope," end of quote. And finally, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris received the first dose of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine live on television on Tuesday in Washington, D.C., and urged Americans to get vaccinated for the virus. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris made the plea at the United Medical Center in Southeast Washington, D.C., a predominantly black community where she received her first dose of the Moderna vaccine. Harris addressed the press at the hospital's auditorium that became a makeshift vaccination hospital room. She sat in a standard mint green hospital recliner that was accompanied by a hospital room table that had tissues and hand sanitizer visible as she received the vaccination from Nurse Patricia Cummins, a Guyana-born immigrant to the United States. I quote, "I wanted to encourage everyone to get the vaccine. It is relatively painless. It happens really quickly. It is safe," end of quote, Harris said. I quote, "It's literally about saving lives. I trust the scientists, and it is the scientists who created and approved this vaccine, so I urge everyone when it is your turn, get vaccinated," end of quote, she said. The Vice President-elect's vaccination comes just over 1 week after President-elect Joe Biden received his on national television. After getting the shot, Biden reassured Americans of the vaccine's safety and urged them to get vaccinated as soon as the shots became available to them. And that is all for your regional news. Thank you for joining. Back to you, Wendell.